And I want to ask Storm whether it's a big deal or no big deal. So, Storm, big deal or no big deal? The Clippers fined $50,000 because they mishandled Kawhi's injury / load management. Is that a big deal?
$50,000, that's chump change. Listen, everyone, I don't know why the NBA all of a sudden decided that they wanted to find the Clippers. Did they ever find Toronto? And he played, 60, 65 games in Toronto? Come on, man. That's not a big deal. The NBA is making a bigger joke out of this than it has to be. I think they're trying to prevent the load management, but they're not going to be able to. I mean, Kawhi is banged up a little bit. He does have ankle problems, a history of ankle problems. So if he's going to sit on the second night of a back-to-back or the first night of a back-to-back, I don't understand how they can find him. Still, not a big deal. It's $50,000.
Yeah, it's no big deal, mainly because of the amount of money. Steve Ballmer owns that team, man. Do you know how much that dude is worth? He finds $50,000 in his lint screen after doing laundry. So it's not a big deal because of that. And I get it. The NBA doesn't want its biggest stars sitting out for national TV games. So I do kind of see the concern there. I wish the Clippers would have handled it a bit differently, but Clippers are trying to win a championship. That's their number one goal, from the coaching staff up to the GM. The owner wants to make money, obviously, but you do that by winning games. And Kawhi has shown that he isn't the most durable, and it helps to sit out 20 games. Now, if the NBA wants to throw a fuss over when those games are, let them. I'm sure Steve Ballmer will eat those fines gladly if it brings him a chip.
Yeah, if he's racing that title at the end of the year, if it winds up being $300K, that's nothing to him.
He don't care.
Nope.
All right, next one. Big deal or no big deal? Gordon Hayward fractured his hand and is going to be out approximately 6 weeks.
I really didn't know. I'm going to go with big deal here. Listen, I know it's only 6 weeks. He's probably going to return around New Year's or whatever, but he's been red hot starting off this season. And that's why I'm saying that. You don't know what he's going to turn into afterwards. He's been averaging, I think it's 20-8 right now. He had a season or tied a career high 39 points last week. Cat's been balling. Yeah, it's a big deal. I mean, we'll see what happens. Coming off fractured hand, you never know.
Yeah, I agree. It's a big deal. From the injury perspective, yeah, you never know if they're going to come back and be totally fine. But for me, it's about a chemistry thing. This team is, I think, first in the East right now. Yeah. They have one loss, maybe two. I didn't check the scores from last night. But yeah, it's a chemistry thing, and they've been vibing so well on offense now that Gordon Hayward and all those guys don't have Kyrie to worry about. Now, my concern is that if he's gone for long enough, are we going to see Tatum and Brown kind of get that ego back and try and really push it and try and be scorers first, and when Hayward comes back, they try and make him a backseat as opposed to really evenly distributing the ball? I have faith that Brad Stevens can keep them level-headed, and they'll still be good record-wise, but chemistry-wise, I'm a little concerned. Big deal. All right, this is a fun one. Big deal or no big deal? Dion Waiters just got handed a 10-game suspension after he ate some special gummies and had a seizure on the team plane. Big deal or no big deal, Storm?
It's a big deal because he doesn't know how to do his research, man. We could do enough research to know how many gummies we could eat before things go awry.
I will say,
special gummies.
I will say, allegedly, he took one gummy. That's what was said. He took one gummy.
Well, if it's one, I heard 10. I thought so. Whatever it was.
10 games, one gummy.
Whatever it was. It's not a big deal. Whatever.
Yeah.
Man's living his life. If he doesn't know how to handle his own, whatever.
Yeah, to me, it's not a big deal. This is a guy that hasn't really fit in on this Miami Heat squad. Yeah. He hasn't fit in anywhere he's gone. I feel bad. The dude was just trying to catch a little buzz on the team plane and get a nap.
Probably trying to sleep or something.
All of a sudden, he wakes up and he finds out that he had a seizure. I feel for the guy. And then, after Embiid gets suspended 2 games for throwing physical, Ben Simmons gets no suspension for a headlock. Poor Dion Waiters gets 10 games for having a seizure because he had a marijuana gummy. It's insane. I feel bad for the guy. I do.
Marijuana really gummies, BBC Arena. Miami's off the chain right now, dude.
I don't know.
We need an update on BBC, too. We need to know what's going on with those naming rights.
All right. Last one. And I forgot to update this record, but
4-7. They lost.
Oh, they lost. All right. So
they got slaughtered by Sacramento.
Oh. So the Portland Trail Blazers, they've started off, as you said, 4-7, and currently sit at right around 10th. They may have dropped 10th or 11th in the Western Conference. big deal or no big deal?
It's an absolute big deal. I mean, you got to look at the way Dames is playing right now, too, especially. He's putting up MVP-type numbers right now. He's averaging 32 points a game. I think his field goal percentages are around 50, 40, and 90 from 2-point, 3-point free throw. So, yeah, big deal when you're putting up those type numbers and they're losing games like they are. Trouble for them. I think they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And I'm not going to go as far as missing the playoffs, but I am very concerned. And it's a shame because Dame Lillard is probably one of my top 1 or 2 favorite players in the league.
Him a lot, yeah.
Love the dude's game, love his demeanor. But it's a big deal, particularly because Zach Collins is out for 4 months now.
Yep.
And he's kind of like that third option on the team. I know they have Hassan Whiteside, but he's been
banged up as well.
Yeah, and even when he's been out there, he's been underperforming. Really, really big deal, especially coming off a year where you made it to the Western Conference Championship.